Hey guys, what's up? D3 Guy here. Today, I just want to tell you the story of how I almost, like, I got lost in the ocean, pretty much. That's pretty much what happened. And this story took place, like, few years ago, right before, like, 8th grade, so I was, like, 7th grade, like, 12 years old. Um, me and my friends used to go to the beach all the time, like, 2 to 3 times a week, so it was no, like, difference that we were going to the beach on this day. But except today we decided to bring a paddleboard. We don't usually bring a paddleboard because they're pretty expensive and we just don't usually have room. But today we decided to bring it, and let's just say it like costed us like a lot. Anyway, so at the beach we go to, there's an island, a swamp that people go to, but the swamp they close the swamp due to like bacteria problems. So like, yeah, there wasn't too much to do, and it was really high tide. Like there was like pretty much right when you got in the water, it was like already up to your waist. Like so we couldn't go to the island because it would have been just too bad to go to, and you're not allowed to paddleboard over there, so we just like couldn't go. So the only way was to paddleboard like out into the ocean. So after we all finally, me, my two other friends, we finally got on the paddleboard. We just started paddleboarding. We just chilled. It was like, problem is we chilled for so long that we lost track of time. So it was like, I think like 2 hours went by of just us just going in one direction. But luckily we weren't paddling the whole time, so we were just, the tide was kind of just taking us. And after the 2 hours, I finally, after like one of the conversations ended, I decided to look behind me. And we were like 3 football fields out from like shore. It was like 2 to 3 football fields out from shore. Like we were like far. Since the tide was super high, there wasn't that big of a beach, so like being out far was not that hard. But like there was like boats like near us. Like they were pretty far from land. So I alert my friends that we are super far and that we should probably start going back. And yeah, let's just say going back against the tide was like almost impossible. And like since none of us like we didn't have like watches or anything, or like phones or anything, obviously since we were in the ocean. So the only like we didn't know what time it was. Like the sun, it was like sun setting, so it was like 6:30. We left at like 4, so like we were out there for a while. So once we started to come back, we started paddling back, but the problem is like we started paddling for hours. Like it was like I think another hour went by, and we like made like a little bit of progress. Like it was not that much. Luckily, we were next to like okay, so where the beach goes, there's like rocks, like it's like a U-shaped, and there were like rocks. We were like near the end of the U, and there's like rocks there. But the thing is, we were too far away from the rocks to get there. There were rocks to our left, so we were using that lighthouse. Like there was like a big lighthouse on the rocks, so we were using that rocks as like I guess like a distance to see how far we've gone, and we have not gone very far. Maybe like 30, maybe like half a football field at least, and we were like 2 football fields away. So we're like still trying to go back, but like we know it's been like an hour. But luckily we actually weren't panicking at all. We were still chilling, just like talking as if nothing really happened. But the problem is this little paddle that we had was not helping us at all. It was literally not doing us any favors. But we still had to use it since it was our only like way to get back. So, but after paddling for like ages, it was like a long paddle, like long time paddling. We saw someone swimming out towards us, right? So like we didn't know what to do because I don't know if it was like police. I don't know who it was because there was a lot of people paddling north, just like staring at us. Like they didn't ask us to help, but like there were like boats and people, so it was very possible that someone could easily call the police and like try to get us out of there because it was like pretty obvious we were stuck. Let's just say that, right? So I see someone paddling over, and I look, and it's my friend's dad, right? So he had swam like so far, right? And then he gets to our paddle because like I don't know, we didn't really like think of like how out we were. I guess I don't know because we were just chilling. It was just like a nice day at the beach because it was perfect weather. It was perfect beach weather, so we didn't really care. But we didn't because we didn't know what time it was. We thought it was like 5 p.m., but it was like 7. So he gets there, and like obviously he's like pretty mad since we've been out there for like 2 3 hours. We were supposed to like be back in dinner by now, and we're still in the middle of the ocean. So luckily he somehow gets to us, and all 4 of us, since it was me and my 2 friends, one stays on the paddle, and us 3 we like all push the paddleboard back to shore, and that was like way more efficient. Because like after like 30 minutes of doing that, we made it back to the beach, And there's actually a problem. Once we got back to the beach, I get out of the water. I have like this problem where I get super cold and freezing. So I'm like freezing, right? And then I go and I see a police officer. He's like, and then he comes up to us. He's like talking to us. He's asking like, who, like, do we know the guy that like helped us? Like, yeah, we do. He's like, my friend's dad and all that, right? So we talked to him for a little bit. It's just one police officer. So I don't know who called the police officer, but he was just there. So we talked to him for a little bit. He let us go. He just said like try not to do that again and like be like aware of how far you go out. Right, so like we left the beach right after that because it turns out when we got back it was like 7:30, 7. So we went home, ate dinner, and let's just say, yeah, I didn't really get grounded because of that. We got yelled at a little bit. Said that the risks were like not good. That it could have been like we could have like I don't know. They said we could have died. I don't know if we would have died, but it was like pretty crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Let's just say I haven't gone back to the beach with a paddleboard in a while. To my parents, they won't like let me now, but hopefully I'll let you know if there's any other stories. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, it was pretty fun to make, and I'll make more. Hopefully this video gets like 50 likes. Please like and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Peace.